we're here. Now we start moving around north, right? As we do that, our wrist comes up. Okay, now I don't want to be shallow. I want to be sucking my wrist into his armpit and then over. Okay, so I want this as deep as possible. And then I put my weight over. Okay? Then from here, base, roll him over to the side. So over his arm here. Once he's on his side, I can bring my knee back down. Okay? Pressure with my shoulder. My hand comes up to catch his wrist. Okay, here. Good posture. I'm grabbing his pinky area. Rolling my wrist. Bring his wrist. I can even lock his wrist a little bit. Bring his wrist down towards. So you're not necessarily just doing this straight like this. You're coming down this way. Here. Here. Down this way. Okay? Questions on that? No. Okay. So the arm bar from there. Yep. Here. Move around to here. Get your nice deep with your wrist and over. Pressure forward. I should be laying over my wrist. He should be pretty immobile with his arm. I can shrug my shoulder against my head too to make that arm tighter. Okay? Roll him over. Like this. Down here. Same thing. Shrug. Boom. Here. He's defending, right? So there's a couple of things I can do here. I can do the whole rocking thing. Rock, and then when I'm ready, away and over. I can do the whole stepping thing and float off of that leg and over. Or if it's really strong, step, bring my foot close. Pivot. Sit back, pull him into my lap, pull this tight, pinch my knees super tight, switch grips, and lay back this way. Questions on that? This is all the last like month of stuff. And then we did another arm bar from there, last one, and we're gonna break off and go through those. So we're here, same thing, right? Go north, suck it up, cross your cup in the front, lean, okay? Now from here, you're gonna end up kind of putting your head over on this side so you can straighten his arm. End up rolling him to his side, you're gonna bring your foot up, and then you're just gonna pivot from here. Catch his wrist, pinch your knees, and then you go south side of his arm. Arm lock. And for those of you that are a little bit more,
that's the same. It's just
it's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing without a kimura. You're going straight for the arm bar and not stopping halfway for the kimura. For those of you that maybe want to try a little bit faster but not as tight version, once you get here, right, you start rolling up and then you hop up on your feet. Over, pinch your knees super tight down to the south side. So with that one, you basically got his arm under control. You hop there. That's it. From here, his arm nice and under control, right? And I just come up from the top of my hand onto my toes. And then I want to make sure when I come up, I pinch this knee, the south side knee, and his arms get really tight first. And then you're here. Okay? Any questions on those?
Can you go to the tricks? Just that first part of the tricks, not
The regular choke?
Yeah.
So right here, he's, just regular frame, right? So right here, switch this first. Okay, so now you can start moving, right? But, maybe he's hooking on with his hand or something and not letting you go. So I lift my hips, bring his hand palm up to my chest in between us, comes underneath and clears that arm. Okay? Then from here I swim on the inside and get underneath. Okay? So now I'm kind of at a 45 to his shoulder. And this is really good control here. because a lot of times they will they will set the choke up for you because they start swinging their hips. Yeah, and they start turning that way, and you just lay into it. Really. Yeah, a lot of people will try to pendulum their hips a little bit. Yeah, and they'll try to come into you, and you just block and set the choke. It's right there. Okay. That answer your question?
Yeah, now I'm just confused because you swing over the arm to control it, and then you go back underneath.
Yes, you try to get it out of the way. Just clearing it, and then you're coming back underneath. So yeah, come in here, your arm, getting it out of the way, and then come back underneath and get the underhook. So yeah, you have this one with the open elbow set up to the choke. You've got steering with your elbow, kind of just like a choke from mount. You also have kind of a punching type action too. So you can come here, heel, and then as you come here, it's just a short, should be your whole body. Boom. Right here, like a fast one, right? So here, maybe they're trying to frame or something, just right there, and then you're ready to go for the choke. Okay. Any questions on those at all? Okay. All right, let's partner up. Hands up. 1, 2, 3. So, and you can control. I'm controlling like a quarter of this guy's body. So, you know, it's just a good thing to have, a good thing to hold on to. Okay. So, from this position, we're going to go over a couple things. I'll go over a gi choke, and then I'll also go over a no gi choke. Okay. So that way we have a little variety here. So. Let's say that I get the kimura position here, and he's holding on to something, right? So for the gi part, yeah. So for the gi part, you're gonna untuck the tail right here, pull it over his wrist, and hold on to it right there with my arm that's on the inside of his. Okay. So boom. Doesn't totally matter. Like if you're like this, I prefer palm down. This feels tighter because the blade of my wrist is against his forearm. Okay. Then this hand, you're gonna go thumb in. Okay. So before you're gonna back step, but before you do that, this hand, because I already have his leg or his arm pinned, so this hand's gonna come in, and I'm gonna find right here with my thumb. So my thumb's gonna come in. I'm gonna find his collar right here. Not deep. I'm not looking to get underneath his head. I'm just looking to get about straight across. Okay. So while I'm doing that, I'm here, I'm looking with my hand, okay? So now, I back step, right? I pull my elbow tight to me, but instead of rolling it to his back, because you can roll it to his back and finish the choke here. Instead of doing that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my knee and put it under his head. So now, my elbow comes to the side of my leg and straight down for the choke, okay? So, you're avoiding having to come straight back to the bread cutter. You're here, you just step back, put your knee right under his head. And then your elbow slides down the side of your thigh. Here. Okay? So, that is, any questions on that? That's the gi, that's a gi choke. From here, there's multiple that we're gonna go over. There's multiple no gi chokes that we're gonna go over as well. So, the simple no gi choke. And you can also do this in a gi, but it's easier with no gi. You're here, and you can't, same thing, you can't do this. So, from here you're gonna back step, and shove your arm deep, and come around his head. Immediately, grab your hands. Cable grip, S grip, whatever you have to do. Okay? Now, in a gi, you have other options from here. You have physique heels and all that kind of stuff. In a no-gi, not so much, right? So, you actually, if they go to their knees, don't go to your knees, but if they do, you can roll over and go for the darts. But what we're gonna do is, once we get our grip here, switch to knee down and pull him down. As you pull him down, your head stays close, okay? And then you're working to shove that elbow, my elbow, to the mat here. Okay? So now notice that once I'm here, I'm rocking him towards his back, and then I'm turning my body to make my arm longer. So I can shove that elbow to the mat. Okay. I can also use this hand from there to lift his head and make my arm deeper. Okay? Notice where my weight is too. On my toes and my hip is against his hip. Okay? From here, I want to try to flatten him out as much as I can. So my hip's on his hip, I can just kind of rock him like this. Then, get my grip back, my gable grip. Head down. Okay? Head down. And I'm going to arch my neck. Arch. This way, against his arm. Okay? People are having some issues with this, going too far north. You're going right against his arm with the side of my neck. Right against his arm, right against his arm, right against his arm. My elbow stays on the mat. I turn my body this way. I don't even have to squeeze. It's just turning my body for the choke. Okay? So that's a no-gi choke that we can do. So, for the gi, we're here. Got the kimura. One more time. Got the kimura. Ooh, he's holding on to something. So I grab the tail of his kimono. Pull it over, like this, okay? Strong grip, okay? Now I reach in with my thumb, find his neck. Back step, put my knee behind the head, here. My elbow goes down to the side of my leg, here, and I slide down. That's it, okay? No gi. Here, looking for this, okay. So, I back step, shove it through. Grab immediately, okay? Square up, pull, and as you pull, you're gonna bring your hip to his hip and shove your arm deeper. You can lift his head, all that good stuff. Okay? Now you kind of wiggle and stuff so you get your elbow, your forearm flat on the mat here. He can defend too, that's fine. It's fine for this choke. Okay? So I arch. Bring my head down. I like to start here, right? Bring my head all the way down as far as I can so I can get as deep as I can in his armpit. With my traps in that area. Okay? Then from here, arch into his arm. Keep going into his arm until I have enough space to start bringing my far shoulder to his shoulder. From here like this, keep going into his arm, and I turn. I bring my shoulder into my hands. And that's going to close that space up really nice. Okay? Any questions on that? So you can practice that second choke, gi, no gi. The first choke is a gi choke. Okay? Yeah. Any questions? No? Hands up. 1, 2, 3.